Okay, okay. Got something interesting that I would like for us to go through. An exam paper that we are going to go through and see what is expected of you. So let's see. Question number 6, they would say write algebraic expression for the following. You need to write algebraic expression for the following. So it's like they are giving you maths in a form of words, and you need to convert it to a form of maths problems. So it shouldn't be that much complicated, especially when we look at this word, the sum. The sum, it means you might have to plus some things. What are you plussing? It could be that and that. So the sum of that and that, it should be as easy as that. The key word there is the sum. Just like here, where they say the product. What does the product mean? It means you are timesing two things, so you are multiplying two things. So it would be the sum of this and that. Then it means you are actually timesing those two. That's all that is expected of you, honorable member. Okay, now they are talking about 3 times. 3 times the difference between this and that. What is the difference? The difference, that's if you are taking something and you are minusing it with another thing. That is the difference. That alone is the difference. So when we say 3 times the difference, it means this difference, we are timesing it by 3. That is 3 times the difference. It's like 2 times the sum, whereby the sum means you are taking something, you plus it by something, and then 2 times the sum of wara, and then it's like we're saying 2 times that. Something of this nature, honorable member. Just see how far you can go if you had to work it out. So, okay, now let's see. They're talking about the sum of 2 numbers. Okay, the sum of 2 numbers. So 2 numbers are being summed. The sum of 2 numbers, where the second number is double the first number. So it is this one, but this one, it has to be double of that. So that would mean if it is P, it has to be P and another P, but the second P is 2 times of that one, which meaning is double of that. So it is the same letters, but the second letter is double. Then you can easily simplify this to know what exactly that is. Something of this nature, honorable. So you can see that a math given in a form of words, it can be a bit tricky, but you just need to have an idea as to what is the sum, what is the difference, the product, and so forth and so on, stuff like that. And then this one, you can see they're saying if A is equals to 3, that is very much important. If A, it is equals to 3, name, and then let us say B is equals to -2, and then C is equals to that. When they say find the value, it is the number that they want you to find. So you might find that, okay, you are having this. Now you need to substitute specifically your A value. Be careful, another bracket, so that you substitute your B value. Look at what I'm doing. What is the B value? You are given it as that. Then you close again, and then you do your squared. So that means all that you had to do was to rewrite everything exactly as it is, except now what you do, you put that inside the brackets, and then also the B value substituted inside the brackets, so that as you work it out, remember this outside squared will square that, and again it will square that. Be very, very careful there, because if not, you're going to be in a big trouble. Or otherwise, if you don't want to do the that by that, you can just deal decisively with what is inside the brackets. You know, most what is this times that is whatever that you get. That whatever that you get, then you will just square it. Then after squaring it, you will know exactly what the answer is. So it's like you're multiplying 3 times negative 2. You know what that is, most. Okay. Then it's fun. We look at which one? This one. What an interesting problem there. What an interesting problem. Okay, so obviously you substitute your A value, substitute your B value, and then you divide by your C value. But from what I think, the moment you divide by a 0, it gives you an error or it's undefined. So those type of problems in the end, you can just say no solution. That's if you are dividing by 0. For example, if you say 2 divided by 0, 0 never goes into a number. So on a calculator, it will be undefined or it gives you an error. Then as your answer, you just say no solution. But that is after you have substituted and you work out this if you can. Then from there in the end, you will see whether it is valid or not. If it's invalid, no solution. Okay, when it comes to C, let's see what's happening there. So for this one of C, honorable member, for this one, you might need to realize that actually what is happening there is that you again substitute your A value and then you minus by 2 and then you substitute your B value. So you just make sure that whatever that you substitute, you put inside the brackets so that it is easier for you to not make a mistake with regards to the negatives and all of that. What I'm saying is if here it's -2, you put -2, and then whatever that you are having there, you put it there inside the brackets and then you deal with it decisively. Yes. Let's see if you're going to manage on this one. And then, yes, okay. Just remember that for me, I'm only testing if you got the final answer wrong or correct, not the steps in between. So in class, you will be given some marks for the steps in between. But for me, I just want to know how many final answers did you get correct, how many did you get wrong? And then that's how you register and substitute. Not substitute, but submit.